Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Prison Break. Last time on Prison Break, we had 5 the Hard Way, which is an interesting title, and, well, I guess let's be honest, a very on-the-nose title, very accurate title, very plain, easy title. Because they went and got Scylla card number 5, but they had to do it the hard way, which was Sucre thinking he was going to have to get hit on by a dude, but instead the guy wanted him to bang his wife, so Sucre banged his wife. Yeah. Also, they went to Vegas. Roland got in trouble because he's banned from every casino in the state of Nevada. Also, Michael got captured by Teabag, and they figured out the gate stuff. Mahone came and saved him. They were going to lock up Teabag, but Gretchen called and said she had the rest of the pages, and she wanted to exchange the pages for Teabag. Yeah. And that was pretty much where we left it. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Prison Break. Here we go. Oh! That was the plan. No wonder they buckled up. Oh!
You're gonna pull a kamikaze mission on the General's car?
Hey, now that device is gone, your opinion doesn't matter. Now shut up and pump.
They're gonna do the same thing here with the General?
No, I don't know what arrangement you two have, but I need some traveling money.
Let's talk about that later.
Why don't we talk about the kind of scum you're willing to put on the payroll?
Look, give me a way to do it without her and we'll do it. We need the pages.
It's a package deal. Are we partners?
I mean,
Partners.
he's worked with a lot of terrible people. Probably worse. You know he's already thinking of how to screw her over.
And he told me about your mom.
That wasn't his place.
To be worried about you?
When Mom got sick, Link was at the hospital every day, holding her hand, watching her die, and he was 13. It changed him. It made him overprotective, and now he's jumping to all the wrong conclusions for all the wrong reasons, and it's over nothing because I'm fine.
You sound fine.
You don't look fine.
Well, maybe that's because there's something I have to tell you. Gretchen's alive.
Damn, I forgot about that too. Yeah. What even was the point of that? Is he gonna, like, rat them out because of this? Because you went and fucked up? He sent a message to Wyatt? Oh my gosh. Because he screwed up? Okay, that's it. I'm done waiting for Roland to be a better character. This dude sucks.
Mr. Fang, let's not do anything rash.
Gretchen?
125 million.
Woo!
Well then, Susan, Gretchen, whatever your name is, I suggest you find a way to bury the hatchet with Michael Schofield's woman. We got work to do.
Nah. Teabag wants in on that money. Is this the most Teabag has ever been caught up in the company plot? I think it is.
I smash him with my car and get the card.
And if by some miracle you walked away from the crash, the General's gonna know that you ripped him off.
Not if I pump him full of morphine first.
Ooh.
He's gonna wake up.
I'm worried about you. Why don't you stop starting fires that I have to put out?
Mom couldn't outrun this. What makes you think you...
Not Mom. All right, that was 20 years ago. This is different. It's totally different.
He's really angry about that.
you talking about?
I just remembered I gotta give a briefing to a bunch of higher-ups. Okay, can I come back for the sedan?
Suit yourself, Self.
No. Ah.
I'll be back.
I feel like Dom's becoming a better agent with every passing episode.
I'm sorry for Vegas.
Well, that is something. I guess. It's not a lot, but it is something.
Hello?
Listen, I have a message to you from Gretchen. She wants to meet with you tonight at 7 p.m. at the Safari Motel 109. She says she wants to clear the air, whatever that means.
Take a gun. Take Mahone. Take Mahone with you.
I'm not interested.
Oh. 1 million for the brothers today. No, he's gonna rat them out. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't do it. I cannot root for this guy. This dude sucks.
What's so funny?
That everyone thinks that Syl is just the company's little black book.
Oh. It's more than that? No, don't tell the route.
When a tumor like that gets large enough to be problematic, it's going to come with a lot of symptoms. Loss of short-term memory, problems with your depth perception, problems with your motor skills. If you had anything like that, you'd let me know, right?
Yes, but I haven't, and I won't, and I'm fine.
I mean, if he doesn't have that, it's something at least. I mean, after this, can it be treated? You know, it's been 20 years.
Yeah, shut up and drive, okay?
Before I go up.
Oh, God. Ugh, that's gonna friggin' hurt. I mean, if... Don't hold on to anything. I know from experience. Don't... I mean, you're gonna be holding that.
Link, we got him. He's 2 blocks away from you.
We're on it.
Here we go.
Ugh. The main thing that's gonna hurt on the two of them is that seatbelt across their chest. Ah! Oh, he got hit! That's just in the gut. This could be worse, probably. But if it's not in the head, I'm thinking he's gonna survive. Where's Mahone, though? Oh, man. He's gonna put it together.
Well, it looks like someone set us up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Please just
And I'm wondering
break that laptop over his head.
No. You know what? No. Call Self, okay? Because I'm going back to the can. I'm done.
All
with
right,
this.
just calm down. Calm down. I want you to look up all the local businesses at the corner of King and Willow. I need the ones with exterior security cameras, because I'm looking for a license plate number. All right?
He knows, but he's gonna keep
About
him.
an apology.
No. Go fuck yourself, Roland.
Listen to me, skank. You
Damn.
just got your stripes stripped off your sleeve by your old boss. So whatever clout you had with the company, it's gone. You work for me now. So you could try to pull rank on the hick here all you want.
The hick?
But don't mistake my patience for weakness. And when this is over, if you step 1 foot on American soil, I'm gonna take this gun and I'm gonna put a bullet right there.
Man, you're being tough on the wrong person,
That
though.
goes for you too. Come on.
Nah.
Are we clear?
We're clear.
That's like the literal worst person to be tough on.
This moment on, we are allies. She watching?
Yes.
Brace yourself.
For what?
Ooh.
Don't you ever come in my office again unless you're summoned.
I like that. I feel like that was an in-between take sort of thing. Just a,
When I said fate to look. But if you're unhappy with my methods,
you can go somewhere the fuck
maybe you should
else.
parcel out the city street and they knew your route. If Schofield's mission was to kill you, he'd have a better way to do it.
Nah. He's going for the card, man.
You have everything you need?
Yep, I'm good.
Ugh.
You're gonna be just fine.
Hasn't Sucre been shot before?
Almost done.
Or am I thinking of someone else on this show? Or a different show? Yay!
Hey, where the hell is Roland? His GPS just went offline.
And he just pried that and ran? Man, they're texting on a number pad. That just sucks. This all sucks.
You take his laptop too? Alex?
Oh. They put a tracker on it or something. So there was someone else there that got killed. I wonder who that was. Or that must have been one of the guards or something that she had to kill. Or not? I don't know.
Oh, yo, I thought this was gonna be a legit business transaction, okay? You don't got my money, I don't got the location of the brothers.
Where are they?
Oof. Oh, straight for the knee. Oh, it was a traitor.
Former mentor of mine once told me a story that I think applies to this situation. At the end of the Civil War, Grant's Union Army had Lee's Confederate soldiers outflanked at Appomattox.
Mm-hmm.
Lee understood the futility of more bloodshed, so he requested a ceasefire.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to bring an end to the fighting.
Right.
Soldiers that had been killing each other that morning walked across the lines that afternoon for the first time as allies to trade Northern coffee for Southern tobacco. No, I don't expect us to exchange gifts, but that doesn't mean we can't be allies.
You're not a very sentimental person.
Of course you can't have a ceasefire without both parties getting what they want.
Oh.
You have 5 minutes. Put as many scars on my back as possible.
Ooh. Wouldn't be her first. Is she really gonna do it?
You want your pound of flesh, you take it now.
What was her name?
Who?
The guard. The one you shot and left to die in my arms.
That's what this is about. A guard that couldn't do her job.
Ooh.
What was her name?
Oh, okay. She's not going for the flogging. Okay, never mind.
Michelle, I think.
You
You
think?
should know that this isn't about me. I can handle the scars you put on my back, but what you did to Michelle...
I had orders. She tried to help you escape.
She did help me escape. She didn't try.
No.
She saved my life. And you took hers.
You proved your point. Or even.
No.
We're a long way from even. And when this is over, you'll pay for Michelle.
No. But when this is over.
Where are they?
Man, now they gotta come
Think
save
about a
him.
gunshot to the kneecap. Then tell me where the brothers are.
Right here.
Warehouse. Pier 31 San Pedro de Roland.
Ooh! No, what? I mean, let him do it.
Michael, let's go!
Can he just leave him there?
This is not an attempt on my life. This is an attempt on my card.
They know now.
Get Wyatt.
To make the necessary arrangements for security would take days.
I don't care about logistics. I want it moved.
Oh, he's scared now.
Scylla. Now!
The entire thing? Is Scylla like a doomsday weapon or something?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I know.
Is he just gonna die here?
I'm not ready to go, man.
Wow, really? That it? Huh. In terms of sacrificing for Scylla, in order to defeat Scylla, Odysseus had to sacrifice 6 of his men. 1. Okay. That was an interesting... That was an interesting move to kill off Roland. They killed off Roland, the character you never liked. But you do have to, I guess if I'm honest, I do feel a little bad for him. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, he's just a kid. If anything, it kind of reminds me a bit of Tweener. Now, yes, you could argue maybe his crime was worse than Tweener's, but in a sense, it wasn't. I mean, his crime is similar to Tweener's in the fact that he didn't hurt anyone, you know? He never hurt anyone. He never wanted to hurt anyone. And he ends up dead for it, you know? And honestly, you can understand why you kind of understand why he betrayed them. Now, the whole thing of, you know, only after you know, this one screw up does he, you know, does he basically, you know, he gets retired and then he betrays them. But you do kind of understand why he did it, because he's looking out for himself, you know? He's not a part of this team, not really, you know? Like, he was just brought in because Self knew that he was a good hacker, that he could use the device to get Scylla, you know? But yeah, I mean, with all that, I mean, he's a guy who always looked out for himself, you know? He's a guy who, you know, normally he does, like he said a few episodes ago, he does stuff from his computer, you know? He does stuff from his computer. He doesn't steal. The most I feel like he's ever stolen in person was clearly when he would go to, when he went to Las Vegas and cleaned them out with his device, you know? Or just did some sort of hacking in Vegas, you know? So, honestly, I can understand why he would betray them. It's just a very interesting thing of, like, with everything, like, you care about Tweener when he dies, you know? And that is sort of honestly, that's even just exemplified in this show, that with everything, that because of everything that happened in season 1, Michael cared enough about Tweener to break him out. And you could say it's the same thing with Lewis in Sona, you know? Here's just a kid, you know? A kid, yeah, he's done something bad, but not something that harmed someone else, you know? He's just in there for some mistakes he made. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense that, you know, with Lewis got the better ending, clearly. He made it all the way to Colombia. Somehow. You guys did point out, and I know this was a while ago, but someone actually pointed out that there is no road that goes from Panama to Colombia, so we don't know how the hell they drove to Colombia. I don't know, maybe they just drove out of Panama, got a plane or something, and then took the rest of the way to Colombia. I don't know how Colombia works. Anyway. That's not the point. The point is Roland. I get it. At the end of the day, I do think I get it. Do I feel bad that he died? Not especially. Like, I wouldn't be broken up over it. Like, Tweener, that was sad, you know? Tweener dying, especially because it wasn't just that Tweener died, it was that Tweener was killed by Mahone, specifically, you know? Because he was just following orders, you know? So, which, I mean, you could say the same thing about Roland, but it's just, I don't know, we invested so much more time in Tweener, you know, that here I'm just like, well, that sucks, you know? It's a poor kid. Poor kid that, you know, this poor kid that just made some mistakes, and he wound up dead because of it, so... And I don't know if there was anything behind the scenes, you know? Because that was the thing with Tweener, I believe. The reason they did kill him off was stuff going on behind the scenes with the actor. But I don't know if that's the case for Roland. But it does seem kind of odd to have a character in such a short amount of episodes. Like, we've still got a large chunk of the season left, you know? It's a 22-episode season. This is episode 8. So to kill off this character, specifically this one, like, none of our, you know, crew that we've been following for seasons, but to kill that, like I guess maybe, like, I would feel worse if it was Don, you know, because we've gotten to know him a little bit more. But Roland has just never been that good of a character, so I'm just sort of sitting here like, yeah, it sucks that he died, you know, it's terrible that this kid ended up dying. But at the same time, I'm like, I wasn't too invested in his character anyway, so... Oh well. Anyway. Other stuff this episode. We've got the nosebleeds. I understand why Michael would be mad about Lincoln telling Sarah about the nosebleeds. But, and to Michael's credit, you know, Sarah starts listing off all these symptoms, and presumably, you know, it's like, oh, well, their mother died at 31. She didn't just fall over dead. She was, as Michael said, in a hospital. And Michael's not in a hospital. He doesn't have any of these symptoms and stuff. So he's clearly not as bad off as his mother was, you know? And with everything that we've seen in this, I don't think there would be any symptoms that are happening. So I understand why Michael would be frustrated about that. But at the same time, Lincoln cares, you know? And especially for Sarah, this is probably something Sarah should know, not just because she's a doctor, but because, you know, she's Michael's girlfriend, you know? Like, it seems like, you know, once this is done, they are gonna go live the good life somewhere. So, yeah, I could see, you know, it would make sense to tell her, but Michael would be the one to tell her, not Lincoln. But either way, so you understand Michael's frustration to an extent, but at the same time, he clearly seems like he's in denial about this, you know? He's clearly trying to deny that this will happen to him, so we'll just have to see. We'll have to see more about that. let's see. We had everything with Gretchen and Sarah. That was interesting. Sarah trying to overcome this, and eventually she does. And, I will say, Gretchen is such an interesting character, Like, I understand why they kept her on, Gretchen is just such an interesting character, and she's absolutely terrifying. Like, I have not seen this actor in anything else, but anytime she shows up in something, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, it's fucking Gretchen. We're all gonna fucking die here, Like, she is that good, but I like, everything is just so, like, matter of fact with her, where, I mean, that's the sort of thing, I mean, she's definitely, like, if you want the sort of follow-up to Kellerman, it's her, like, everything is just like, we have to get shit done, we're gonna do this and this and this, I don't care about any of your garbage, let's, focus, it's in everybody's best interest, it's only logical that we do things this way, and yeah, and, she looks at everything, especially in season 3, it's like, I don't care about your emotions. Get this done. I will exploit your emotions if I have to, but we just gotta get this done, And so I like that, her way of making amends is like, okay, I think we can be allies, but I understand that you still have some issues, you still have some feelings because of what happened. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my shirt off, and you can flog me. Do that, and we're square. She looks at this like, just a big game of, let's make a deal. She sees this as a math equation, like, which basically is just an eye for an eye, Gretchen's following the old code of Hammurabi over here. It's like, well, I hurt you. Clearly, you need to hurt me. We get that out of our systems. We can move on, and everything's fine. She is ignoring completely the trauma of all this, which is incredible because she's been through this like 8 times, She's been through this a number of times. She has been tortured, not only in her backstory, in this season, she was being tortured by Wyatt, and she is just like, yeah, I tortured you. Now you hurt me. Yeah, I hurt you, you hurt me, we're even, we move on, And after that, even with Sarah going in with the knife and everything, and Gretchen's like, okay, that suffices for the payment that I discussed with you, so now the payment is clear, we are even. And Sarah's like, oh, we're not even, and after all of this, you're gonna pay. So Sarah is looking at this like, okay, I can set aside everything for now, because there are bigger things. There is Scylla. We have to get through this. We have to do this. And then Gretchen will pay. It's the exact same thing with, it's the exact same thing that Michael has had with Teabag. Is like, we got to get through this. We have to keep Teabag around. But once this is done, I will, send him to jail. I will get, he will get what he deserves. And that's the thing, is the two of them are emotional. They are looking at things like, no, I will keep this in the back of my head. And Teabag is sort of the same way too. He's like, oh, I will get my revenge on Michael Schofield. But Gretchen is just looking at everything like a math equation, basically. And I really like that. She's cold. She's calculating. But she doesn't really hold that many grudges, So that was her way of making amends. Like, all right, I hurt you, so you hurt me. She didn't even take into account the guard. Because it's like, well, you're not the guard. You didn't know the guard. There wasn't someone close to you. So why would you be distraught over this, And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that about Gretchen. She's just such an interesting, scary character, And that's the thing, Don, like I said, I feel like Don has been becoming a better agent with every passing episode, but I love that Don, he put his foot down and said, I'm in charge here, but he said that to Gretchen. Don't say that to Gretchen! Do you know who this is? Like, she will friggin', like, I don't know, she'll rip your tongue out and choke you with it or something, like, I don't know what, but it's just, she's so scary. She is so scary, and you're trying to lay down the law with her. What are you doing? Even Teabag was looking like, oh Lord, what the fuck this guy's doing? You know? It's terrifying, but really interesting. What else do we got this episode? Well, we had the plan that didn't work, unfortunately, because of Roland. The hit and run, and now they know. Now they know that they're coming after the card specifically. So, which Gretchen also said that Scylla is not just the company's little black book, you know? There is something more to Scylla, which is interesting. So they're going to have to figure that out. But Scylla itself is apparently going to be moved, presumably moved from Gate. So they have to deal with that. But yeah, General Baldwin Sachs, he knows. I mean, yeah, because this is the first time they've gotten all the cards without any of them being any the wiser, you know? They just figured that, I don't know what, because with everything, you know, was it just that, they're on the run or something? Or, are they, they didn't know what the team was doing, but they knew they were out there. And, and Wyatt was trying to take them down. He was trying to kill them. Maybe they just thought they're just on the run. I don't know. But they had no idea until today that they were after the cards specifically. So, yeah. So now they know, which adds, some more complications, definitely. So, let's see. But yeah, we had the whole thing of the hit and run. I love that that's Lincoln's plan, too. It's like, all right, hear me out. We crash into them at high speeds. We get the shit that we need, and we get out of there. It's like, it's such not a Michael plan that I like it. You know, I like when Link comes up with a plan, you know, because he's not... Michael is always the one that's like, the mastermind, you know, the genius and stuff. But I like when Link steps up a bit, too. And it's an interesting plan. It's definitely an interesting plan. And I love that, you know, they then expand on the plan. Like, well, we have the paramedic show up, but it's Sarah, pump him full of morphine. He's not going to know what happened, you know? So, yeah. So that would have been interesting, but it didn't work. And Sucre ended up getting shot for it, but hopefully he'll pull through. Who else got shot in this show? I don't remember. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking, well, I mean, obviously, Tweener and Abruzzi got shot, but that's a different story. I mean, shot and lived. I don't know. I'm not sure, you know? Oh, Mahone did. Yeah, because Kellerman shot him. Yeah. But I don't remember... I don't know. I don't remember anything else. I don't know. Teabag obviously, you know, got one hand cut off, and then Michael did, you know, pin him on his good arm in Panama. So there was that. But, yeah, I don't think they've been shot. Was Bellick shot? Bellick might have been shot. I don't remember. I can't remember. I don't know. But Sucre got shot in this episode, and that's the thing. But yeah, and then we had Roland's death, which was... It's not the saddest death I've ever seen, because I didn't really care for the character that much. But it's sad in a sort of just general tragic way, you know? It's like, here's just a kid, you know? He was a kid, he was just looking out for himself, and he just made some mistakes, and he ended up dead, you know? And yeah, he did not get the deal. Wyatt did not make the deal, but they caught Wyatt, so there's at least that. And yeah, and I'm at least glad that Michael stayed with him as he died, you know? And it's sad, but at the same time, he wasn't really a great character, so... I don't know. It's the general tragedy of it. So, yeah. So, what are we doing next episode, I wonder? I will be very curious what we have next episode. But yeah, we'll just have to find out. Yeah, I guess that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films. Clearly I'm losing it. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Prison Break reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.